up?
And can I ask you all please to mute your ends if you wouldn't mind?
I don't know how to mute it.
I'll let me see if I can do it for us. There we go. I did it.
Can you mute mine?
Yes, I can. All right. I think I've done it. Oh, that's so peaceful. My gosh. Peace and quiet. Well, welcome to you all. This is a work I like to do on a full moon, except for last month when we had 2 full moons and one of them was on Halloween, and I was like, no. This is a work to support clearing, if I can be very reductive about it, clearing elemental debris from our world, right? Not all of it, and not all of it's going to happen through what we're doing today, but I think of spirituality a little how I think about technology, in terms of what does it do, and does that really do something for me? Okay, so if we're going to do something like this, I'm interested in that people feel lighter and clearer and so on afterwards. And let me just quickly talk about the astrology of today. It's a full moon, of course. Full moon, and we have a lunar eclipse as well. Thing about full moons is they tend to bring things to fruition, to fulfillment, to completion, to actualization. Full moons are big energy. Full moons are big, strong energy. I actually discovered that the geomagnetic, frequency of this planet raises by 4% when there is a full moon, and it dips by about 7% in the week before the full moon. So if you wonder why we all go a little stir crazy or are up at 2 in the morning like this, then there's actually tangible reasons for it. As I'll get onto in a moment, I like to work with full moon because it's a big, powerful energy. No, let me back up. There's a particular way I like to work with the full moon because it's a big, powerful energy. I actually don't like the full moon. I prefer the new moon because it's quiet and soft and subtle and so on. But just back to right now. So we've got a full moon, we've got a lunar eclipse, and lunar eclipses tend to show themselves or find their effect and expression in relationships, in our nearest and dearest, or relationship with our work, our career, body, health, food, things like that. The other thing of note is that we've got a Gemini Sagittarius opposition. So now I would say this because I'm a Libra. When you've got an opposition, when you've got 2 polarities in play, you want to find the center, you want to find the balance. And how Gemini expresses is more of the wanting to stay where it is, be as it is, settled. Okay, the Sagittarian influence is exploratory, wants adventure, wants to find things out, wants to change and shift things, right? And so there's a very happy balance in between all of that. That's what we look. That's what we, as in one, on our individual journeys, are looking for there. And that's all delightful. And it's not really where I'm going with today. Now, some of you have joined me for one of these before. I call these occasions support of transition. And the transition we're talking about is getting something that's stuck moving. So what's stuck? People are stuck. I speak to people that are stuck all the time. No one's ever stuck for long. Okay, people think they're stuck for ages. I don't believe that. I believe people are stuck for a little bit of time and it really, really bothers them. It's exponential. But I don't think people are stuck for long because I think the spirit, everyone's spirit is more animated than that, is more powerful, that is wiser than that. It doesn't say stuck for that long. It takes a lot of energy to stay stuck. So that's the first thing, to help us as people who are stuck to get us unstuck. Okay. Then we've got the, should we call them spirit? Okay, should we call them spirit? spirits who maybe have departed the earth and are stuck in the astral, want to be going somewhere else, they want to be moving on, and they're stuck where they are. Stuck where they are. And we're gathering today to support them to move on also. Third thing is, whenever you have a disagreement, frustration, all of that, there's an amount of elemental debris and morass that gets created from that. If you have a general election, there's a lot of it, okay? I don't know why I'm laughing. but with a year like this, where we are subjected to prolonged, what's the word I'm looking for? Prolonged, I haven't got a better way of explaining it than prolonged unknowingness, okay? I think you know what I'm saying. Where no one's really sure what's going to happen, when it's going to happen, and so on. And we're not used to that. And the human mind looks for resolution. It's wired to do that. And so when we can't do that, when it doesn't have an opportunity to do that, it you know, the cartoons we got the steam coming out of the ears, right? If you can imagine an entire populace of people with steam coming out of their ears to one degree or another, that's how elemental debris gets created. So that's another thing that we're gathering together to support the collective with. The full moon is a big, powerful energy. Think of God's flashlight, okay? And we're going to use that energy to help move it. The being I like to work with, and this is maybe just a personal preference, the being I like to work with for this occasion is the Archangel Azrael. I don't have a depiction of that being. Azrael supports as I understand, Azrael supports beings to transition. When comes the day when we will leave this earth and leave this incarnation, it will be Azrael that comes there to walk us on, as it were. And there's nothing spooky or ghoulish for me about Archangel Azrael, the beautiful, luminant, colossal being that I find a little serious. Every time I connect with him, when I work with Azrael when I do space clearings, okay, because the energy in a building or a home or an office, I want to send that to somewhere where it's where it needs to be or can get transmuted. So I work with Archangel Azrael there. And it reminds me, my relationship with Archangel Azrael, it's a bit like my very first driving, not instructor, but driving examiner. That's it. It took me 3 times to pass my driving test, okay? I remember the first time, I, for some reason, decided to tell a joke as I sat down in the car seat. Told a joke to my driving examiner, and it was like, so I didn't do that again. But that's Archangel Azrael for me, a bit of a somber, serious tone, as it were, and but very loving nonetheless. Very, very loving nonetheless. And so what we're going to do is we're going to, as it were, I'm going to take us through a meditation. Someone asked me that earlier. I'm going to take us through a meditation, a visualization, and we are going to work with that energy to support, we're going to work with Azrael in the etheric temple to support those types of energy to be funneled where they need to go. And of course, you and your families and all that's dear and important to you get supported through this too. Okay. I feel like I'm wondering if I dare ask this question. Oh, I will. Does anyone have any questions? Anyone want to ask me something? You will have to unmute if you do, okay? Going once. Okay, take that as a no. So, would you all get comfortable, please? I'm actually not going to use music for this one today. I'm going to invite you to close your eyes, and I'm going to open us up with a prayer here. Blessed Mother, Father, God, Goddess, sweet essence of love, of light, vitality, sweetness, purity, we call on you in this moment to connect us, soul to soul, person to person, to connect us as one group, one body. As we together, we connect to the Earth Mother below us. We ground ourselves, we find our root, we find our foundation. We find our robustness. As we together, we connect above us to the Sky Father, and we prepare to receive. I call with gratitude to the archangels around us, around each of us, around all of us, that we sit in safe, clear, protected, and pure space, that our spirits can expand, that we can relax, that we can open to receive and we can open to release. I call to all of our higher selves, this greater aspect of us. And I humbly ask this aspect to lead us and have dominion over our lower bodies. That we can attune ourselves to being a vessel for love, to give in that way and receive from it. I am calling forth the very highest good of our time together this evening. And so in the name of the Christ, I am the presence and I am the activity. Calling forth a connection to the blessed ray of ascension, calling the blessed Archangel Azrael to steer and direct us as we commune and connect in the service of our blessed planet. So thank you, thank you, thank you. Amen. So I invite you to close your eyes and let's just breathe comfortably together for a moment. Just breathing comfortably together, there's nothing you need to do. Just relax your jaw, relax your stomach. I'd like you to see around yourself, allow it to appear. I'd like you to see your Merkaba field. If this is a new concept to you, if you would imagine that you have an inverted pyramid extending from your chest to just below your feet. It has three sides. And another pyramid, also with three sides. The right way up. Its base is at your knees and it extends to just above your head. Their shapes combined together make up the Merkaba field. If you were to extend your arms out fully to each side, you would just about touch each side. If visualizing is not your strong point, then just imagine a beautiful geometric shape around you. And breathe. The Merkaba field is a vehicle. It is an instrument of transportation to safely take us between dimensions while remaining in our bodies. And so if you would see in your mind's eye all of us, all 30 of us, sitting in a Merkaba field, glowing brightly. And as you take a breath, we all rise in our Merkabas together. And as we leave our point of origin, gathering speed, you can see a beautiful and ornate building on the horizon, which we are fast approaching. A beautiful cathedral-esque building with a vast staircase leading up to it. And as we all arrive together, we leave our Merkaba vehicles and rise and ascend the steps together. And we are met at the vast doors by two angelic beings, twice the height of us, who smile and gently bow to us and lead us all in. Breathe. And we are led into the hall of ascension. This room is so vast you can barely see the ceiling. It is the size of an arena. And we are all gestured into the middle to sit in a large circle. Just see yourself do this, please. All around this room you will see glowing beings, expressions of love, flames of purity. As much of the world's energy is transmuted through the work that's done here. And yet it is the eyes, the hands, the intentions of the incarnate humans present on the earth in body that can achieve so much. And for your presence here, you are appreciated vastly. The Archangel Azrael enters the temple, vastly taller than any being in the room. And in the center of all of us, he brings into effect a huge column stretching the entire height of the room. This is a column of energy. You see it pulsing, pulsing, and breathe. Through all of us, he sends a current of energy. And this circulates clockwise through us all. You may even see it repeating. And each time it passes through, it is cleansing us, cleansing all of us. And breathe. Feel into your heart now. And let a beam of love extend from your chest into this huge column in the center of the room. As you do this and you see us all do it to your left and your right, You will see the column expanding. Expanding and becoming 4 times as wide. This is beautiful work you're doing. And just hold this visualization, hold this intention. Now high above us, from all sides, the debris of this earth, energy that accumulates and no longer serves. This is being allowed in to funnel into the column, to be sent upwards for transmutation. It comes from all sides. Just see it as it comes and breathe, please. Have appreciation of yourself as you do this, for you are making life easier for so many people. And breathe. High above us now, in addition to this, the mental energy of the incarnate humans, such as us, is brought into the temple and directed immediately to this column of light, also to be transmuted. And breathe. And the beings in the astral realm that are lost are allowed in now, directed towards this column of love that is fueled by us all, made what it is because you joined us today. See them coming from all sides in their thousands, thousands and thousands, grateful for this opportunity. And directed into the light. What grace you allow. The Blessed Archangel Azrael now raises the frequency of this column more and more. Bring your hands to your chest if you would, please. Blessed Azrael bows to you, all bows to us as one. And as the last of the elemental debris, an energy that is to be transmuted joins the column, he allows it through and slowly closes it. stream of energy running through us all, this sacred current, also closes. Take a deep breath. Together we rise from our seats. We acknowledge the other beings in the room who serve in here continually out of purity. And together we walk once again to the doors to leave this beautiful temple. This beautiful temple you can return to at any point. And as we leave the temple, we bring forth our Merkaba field around us. And we leave together to return again to our point of origin. Breathe gently and naturally as I count us backwards from 10. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Take a deep breath into your body now. Let's bring ourselves back into our body. You might like to gently rub your forehead, your cheeks. If you have something to drink, then please drink it. And of course, open your eyes when you choose to. This is always something that's very beautiful to watch through my own eyes, and of us in this gathering. I'm certainly not the most visual person at all, but even for myself, it's beautiful to watch. Beautiful to watch, and the what's the expression? Conscious participation. It gets very tangible for me. Conscious participation with other realms and other dimensions. Knowing that this is where we are to be for most of our time, it's losing the words, losing the words. And let me also say, very importantly, and acknowledge, because I'm just looking down the names of people here. We got some very strong people on this call. I think all of you, experienced, and I appreciate it. I appreciate it because you're strong people. You can hold a lot of energy. You can do this. You've done this for eons, arguably. But I appreciate because I can rely on that. I don't know why, but I know I can rely on that. I know that the people that will come and do this work are strong people, and that brings me comfort and it helps me relax too. So thank you, and I hope you can own that. I hope you can all own that. I'm going to unmute everyone. And let me see. Tomorrow I'm going to be putting out the event on Facebook and my website for the work Lewis and I are going to be doing on the winter solstice for 1221. 1221. If you've attended pretty much anything Lewis and I have done, you've heard us wax lyrical about it. And so it's finally happening. It's finally happening. This thing we've been talking about, and that's going to go on the website tomorrow. Probably definitely by the evening. I think we're going to make that $44, and there will be a discount, of course, for my Patreon subscribers. I'll put something on Facebook, but just letting you know now. And I don't do the whole Black Friday thing. It doesn't feel right for me as a practitioner. But in next month, I will be offering gift certificates and so on. If you want to get book a session for a family member or friend with me, that is something I'm going to be doing. And would anyone want to share anything, say anything at all?
Just want to say thank you very much for sponsoring all of this. It's incredibly moving and powerful and very, very useful. You know, also want to remind folks that we've got 12/12 coming up, which is going to be a very powerful day. And if I remember, Joshua, you had said you were thinking of doing something. I believe that's a Saturday. You were thinking of doing something on a Saturday morning.
Yes.
I'm sure something will come out about that at some point.
I am absolutely thinking about it. Yes. I don't know what I don't yet know. It hasn't quite landed what the right modality for that is. You know, like I think I said earlier, working like this with the full moon feels right to me. Working with a gong for the new moon feels right. For the new moon feels right to me. And I need to tune into what 12/12 is, and I haven't got there yet.
It was a beautiful feeling. I didn't want to leave. I didn't back.
I think I have a habit to when I do these things to get in, grab my car keys, and get out. There are longer, there are more prolonged ways we can do these things. And what I lean into, and maybe as a teacher, is these visualizations. They might be very nice, they might be sweet, they might be cute or whatever. But so remember, this is metaphysics. This is actual work we're doing. And once the work's complete, it's complete for that occasion. Some of you who have been to work today, or you've done your day of work, or knew what work you wanted to accomplish today, once you did it, you stopped. There's no one hanging around the stock exchange at this time about, you know, even if they enjoyed it. So I'm not meaning to be facetious. I'm actually trying to draw attention to let's do metaphysics with a purpose. Once we complete our purpose, we move on to what's next. And what's next in our day? We are spouses, we are family members, we are parents. And it's no more or less important than what we've just done. That's where
Understood.
Yeah. Oh, I get a thumbs up emoji. Yeah. It's like being a millennial.
Joshua, I think that this is an amazing way to end the day. I think this is a beautiful gift, and this is probably one of the most favorite things for me to do that you do. I love doing this work.
Well, thank you. I appreciate you saying that, and I do appreciate you being on, Debbie. Yeah, we've got some rock stars in here, and thank you. Thank you very much. Well then, since I have an enormous Christmas tree to decorate, let's just close the energy. I like to just put a hand on the heart or something. You do as you like to do, but And I just want to give my appreciation to you all for showing up, for holding space. I appreciate each set of guides that we have that walk with us in this realm. I appreciate all of the angels in the Temple of Ascension, Blessed Azrael as well. So the presence of Mother, Father, God, Goddess within and without, we say thank you, thank you, thank you. Amen.
Amen.
And with that, anyone who wants to join me on Facebook tomorrow, I'll see you there. Otherwise, you will have a wonderful, wonderful week. And thank you for being here. And I will see you. I will see you again.
Namaste.
Thank you.
John.
Thank you, John.
Take care, everybody.
Thank
God
you.
bless. Bye-bye.
Night.
Thank
Bye.
you.
Namaste.
Thank you.
Thank you.